Well, welcome to the first module. This particular video aims to introduce you to the first module, but it also, like all of the introductory videos for each module that I give you, it will also have what I'll call a video paper prompt. And what I mean by that is I'm going to tell you specifically what I'm looking for in that first paper. I like to give video prompts along with the text prompt, not that there's a conflict between them, but what it does is it allows me to tell you with my own voice, with my own face, tell you exactly what I'm looking for in that particular paper. So first, in this module, this is the module that sets the course for this whole course, both in terms of our individual social interaction, but also this is the module that establishes the vocabulary that we will be using throughout the course. So it's very important that as you're working through this course that you pay close attention to the readings that I've given, that you allow yourself to be acquainted with the various concepts in those readings, that you participate in the discussion boards that I've set up for you. But in the mix, for us to be able to move on to Module 2, it's critical that you understand the lingo, but that you also develop rapport with your fellow students so that as you work through the various exercises, you all can gel, can socialize in such a way that you understand each other and that there's mutual trust and respect that will allow you to open a discourse about the various complex situations that you'll be dealing with. In the paper, specifically, what I would like you to do is and I've already described it in the paper prompt, but I want you to select a problem, an organizational problem that you can work on throughout this course. This problem that you choose is very important, and the things that it should have related to it are, first, it should be a real complex problem that meets the criteria that I have given in the course for what a complex problem is. But I also want it to be a problem that, as much as possible, it may not be possible for you to do this, but as best as you can, for it to be a real complex problem that you have personal experience with, and that you know other people who are having to sort through it and deal with it. It shouldn't be just some procedural problem or some way of relating texts. Maybe you have to deal with a policy issue and it's just a matter of wording some policy on a book. That's not the kind of thing that I'm looking for. You really need to choose something that involves other people, that has a time element to it, where there's some sort of crisis problem that you have to deal with. And I want you in this paper to identify the problem, defend why it's a problem, and to be able to use the vocabulary that you've learned in class. So when you choose this problem, I want you to be able to identify it, defend it, but also speak about it in a way consistent with the vocabulary that you've learned in this module. By writing this paper, depending on how you write it, I will be able to tell if you have gotten what we're trying to cover in this module. So it's a carefully crafted assignment which both allows you to do the work that this module is trying to teach you to do, while also demonstrating proficiency in the vocabulary, in the way of thinking that this module intends to teach you, to give you. So with that said, please go ahead and work through the readings in this module and think through it consciously of directing you toward being able to do well on that particular paper.